Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and as the title says, I beat another game, finally. It took forever. Watch Dogs on the Xbox One. This was one that a few years back when it came out, it was really hyped. People were going crazy over it, and then they were very disappointed. I think it was a mixture of the bland main character, the graphics being downgraded after the initial trailers, um, and the hacking element, which, if you don't know, the main character, Aiden Pierce, has a phone and he's able to hack things with his phone. It's just holding a button. So while you're playing, you'll pass things and it'll say blow up this steam pipe, hold X. And if you hold X, the steam pipe will explode. And if your timing is correct, hopefully a car is over it, it'll blow up. Or you can go into cameras and look through the cameras and then open doors, or lots of other things. Make grenades explode on people, disrupt intercoms so that the people get all frantic and hear noise in their intercoms, and then you can go over and kill them. Stuff like that. Lots of little things. So I just wanted to just briefly talk about my experience at Watch Dogs now that I finally beat it. I've been on a little bit of a mission to play one single player game and focus on that, and play, whatever multiplayer games I'm playing with my friends, like Overwatch. I'm trying to get back into Elder Scrolls Online and Borderlands. Watch Dogs, initially, my first experience with it when I got it was I really liked it. I then, for some reason, didn't play it for a long time, and I ended up returning it for full price. Then I found it on eBay, the limited collector's edition with the statue and the stupid mask and the book, the art book, and the steel case, and it was like $25, I think, shipped, and I bought it. Played a little bit more, got into it. My initial impressions were that I was very, I didn't like the main character, that he was bland, as I said initially, with what most people thought, but I did really like the scope of the world, and I really did and do like the idea of hacking into things. I'm a big cyberpunk fan. I love movies like The Matrix and Johnny Mnemonic and Avalon and Nirvana and RoboCop and all other shit like that, Total Recall. So that interested me. I understand it was simplistic, but I still do like that. I think that was a cool element in an open world game that you didn't see before. Going back now and beating it, the graphics aren't amazing anymore to me, where I initially thought they were very good. They're still good, don't get me wrong, but as always, if a game is on PC and they have it on console, they tend to dumb down the graphics a bit, or if it's on previous generations like Xbox 360 and PS3, which it was, sometimes the graphics aren't so great on the newer consoles. That being said, The Witcher 3 still looks great, if you ask me. Pretty great. But overall, I like Watch Dogs. I think it gets a lot of hate, some of it being unnecessary. I thought the story was kind of convoluted. They kept just throwing in these characters. Some come out of nowhere, go nowhere. One bad guy, who I'm not going to mention because I don't want to make a spoiler, was interesting. And then I killed him like this. Nothing, no fanfare, nothing happened. And then I found out online, and I don't know why I had to look online to figure this out, he was a decoy. It wasn't the actual bad guy. So I was like, oh, so that guy's still alive? Why didn't they explain that? Or something. So, I enjoyed the hacking. I thought the main character could have been done better, but compared to what I'm seeing with the new main character in Watch Dogs 2, which just looks like some hipster sort of social justice warrior thing, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go to Watch Dogs 2, to be completely honest. That main character just kind of throws me. He just is this skinny nerd with I don't know, big glasses. Something about him just irks me. But the cool part about Watch Dogs 2 is you can walk around, and while you're playing, as long as you're online, other people will be online and you'll run into them, and then you can join a team. And I would assume either play, side missions or regular missions. But I think that's really cool. Once they start introducing more online components to a game that is an online-esque game, that's really cool to me, with hacking and stuff. This one had online in terms of being able to do online races, being able to try and get a file from everyone online, and you'd have to switch between single player mode and multiplayer, but it's on the fly, and then it loads. You have to pick up a file, and then they have to kill you and try and get the file, and whoever holds the file the longest, sort of like King of the Hill. The cool thing about the game was it feels very big, and I'm not usually an open world game fan. They tend to get me distracted, and I run off and do crazy shit. I never play or beat the game, but now I'm beating them, and I'm having a really good time. And I would say the games that really got me most into open world titles are probably Watch Dogs, and I played an older Saints Row. I don't remember which one it was. I want to say 3, perhaps. I didn't play a lot of it, but I remember enjoying it from what I did play. And I just picked up Saints Row 4, so that's one of the HD remaster with all the DLC and stuff. So I am getting into them more. As long as I stick to the main mission and only do some side stuff, I find that it doesn't distract me too much. And Saints Row 4 has multiplayer. The whole game is co-op, so that's cool. I'll get into that, I'm sure. And Sleeping Dogs, too, I just picked up. Overall, I really liked Watch Dogs. I would probably give it like a 7.5. I understand where its downfalls are. I know the graphics aren't amazing. I know the main character is sort of bland. I didn't really feel anything for him or his family. The main story is he goes to do a mission, kind of reneges on the mission, gets caught up in this conspiracy. They come to kill him. They miss, and they shoot his niece, and she dies. So now you're protecting your family. You're also trying to get back at the people who did this. So that was kind of interesting, but also just there was so many plots going on at once that by the end I was like, wait, this guy did this guy did that. Like I had to like read up on it online to sort of get the gist of it. So that was a little off for me, but as I said, overall I really like the hacking. Though they could add more elements to it or make it more convoluted, I thought the simplistic nature of it was good, and I don't know. There was something about it that I really liked that sort of just played up to me and made me feel that the open world was sort of not real, but was moving around and things were happening, and I like that. I think that the game gets a lot of unnecessary hate, and I think that for what we got, it was a pretty cool game. I've played some of Ubisoft's other titles like Assassin's Creed, The Division. And this was probably one of my favorites out of their games, So check out Watch Dogs if it sounds intriguing to you, because it's so cheap now. You can buy it on eBay for like $6 or $5. That for an open world game, I thought it was pretty damn good. So, and like a lot of people are still playing online, so you'll find online matches and stuff to do with people. And the one thing I do want to say is, since the world is so sort of big, you're in Chicago and stuff, you're able to. I always found other things to do, excuse me, that I didn't know existed. So like, I'll hack into one thing or do something, and I go, that was a really cool, interesting, minute thing they added there. That's cool that they actually like thought of it step by step, and let you hack this or do that. And it always surprised me. There was always some kind of surprise in this game that I was like, wow, that's interesting. They added that little nuance that, shocked me a little bit, made me go, huh. So definitely check out Watch Dogs. I liked it, and if you haven't, thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.